So Donald Trump's personal lawyer has been under scrutiny from Robert Mueller, and look at what was just discovered. Michael Cohen promised Novartis, a pharmaceutical company, access to Trump. They say President Trump's personal lawyer, Michael Cohen, promised the pharmaceutical company Novartis that it could have access to Trump and his inner circle if they signed a contract with Cohen, a Novartis employee told Stat on Wednesday. The employee told Stat that Cohen contacted then CEO Joe Jimenez last year, promising that he could get Novartis access to both Trump and top administration officials. Jimenez then reportedly ordered company officials to make a deal with Cohen. With the new administration coming in, basically all the traditional contacts disappeared and they were all new players, the employee told the publication. We were trying to find an inroad into the administration. Cohen promised access to not just Trump, but also the circle around him. It was almost as if we were hiring him as a lobbyist. Novartis on Wednesday in a statement said that it hired Cohen in February 2017 for consulting services, paying him a total of $1.2 million for a one-year contract. Holy shit. So as soon as I saw that, I remembered this from 2017. After meeting with pharma lobbyists, Trump drops promise to negotiate drug prices. All it took was one meeting with lobbyists for Donald Trump to say, oh, all that stuff I was saying about lowering drug prices and negotiating with those drug companies, no, I'm flipping. The prices are fine. There could be a direct link between Michael Cohen getting $1.2 million from Novartis and promising them access to the administration and what happened there. There could be a direct link there, and I hope Mueller finds it and proves it. Listen, man, it's gotten to the point where people are now literally questioning whether or not bribery is illegal. I saw it earlier. George Stephanopoulos, who's nominally against the Republicans and Trump, he was acting like, well, is this really illegal? Is this really illegal? A guy takes $1.2 million from a pharmaceutical company for the specific purpose of connecting them with administration officials and Trump himself. If that's not bribery, bribery doesn't exist. That is pay-to-play corruption. That is pay for access. And then they get what they want. Look at what happened. So if you're saying this is not illegal, well then just say there's no such thing as bribery and corruption doesn't exist. Because that is exactly what this is. But here's the problem, guys. And this is what drives me nuts. Since we're already at a point where we basically have legalized bribery for campaign contributions, I actually don't know if they could even get Cohen on this. I honestly don't know. I mean, it's obviously unethical. It's obviously immoral. It obviously should be illegal. But we're so used to the corrupting influence of big money in politics that's, I feel like a lot of people have that Stephanopoulos reaction of like, well, is it really that wrong? Yes, it's fucking wrong, but can they prosecute? I don't know. But they should be able to. Our laws are so insane, man. So what are they going to argue? Like, what can their counter argument be? It's clear that this was corruption. I'm going to take $1.2 million and give you access. So what can their counter argument be? Oh, it's not illegal because he wasn't technically part of the administration. He was just an outside lawyer. But then it still should be illegal because you're selling access to the White House and then they're getting what they fucking bargained for because I showed you what happened with the drug prices. So I'm absolutely floored that the corruption has become so brazen and so in your face. And you know what, man? Fuck the Supreme Court with the might of 1,000 cactus dicks. That's not even a real thing, but I just made it up. Cactus dicks. Fuck the Supreme Court. Because they said, when it came to campaign contributions, not only is it not corruption to have corporations and billionaires give money to politicians, it's not even the appearance of corruption. Well, here we have an example of somebody directly selling access to the president and his inner circle, getting $1.2 million from a pharmaceutical company, and then delivering on those promises. Listen, if they give you $1.2 million, bitch, you're delivering something. It's not like, because that's what they're saying now, by the way. The pharmaceutical companies are like, oh, he didn't really get us anything. You paid him $1.2 million. Is a pharma company just going to shit out $1.2 million and expect nothing in return? Get the fuck out of here. They absolutely got something in return. It's just a matter of finding out exactly what that was, proving it in a court of law, and then hopefully he nails Cohen. I've said this many times, guys. I'll say it again. All the Mueller stuff that's specifically about, like, oh, there was collusion with the Russian government and Trump is Putin's puppet. I don't think they're going to find anything on that front. And honestly, I think it's a little laughable that people would think they'd find something on that front. But can you find corrupt deals with oligarchs, including Russian oligarchs? Yes. Can you find corrupt deals with pharmaceutical companies? Yes, here it is right here. There's also some talk about AT&T. There was a corrupt deal with AT&T that was made as well in one way or another. I don't know the details of that one, but you're going to find a hell of a lot of corruption. It's just a matter of how exactly you bring them down. So I hope Mueller gets all of Trump's inner circle, and then they do flip on Trump. The only problem is then you get Pence, and then we're in just the same bad position, and you wasted a shitload of political capital to get there. But either way, this is unacceptable. We have to draw a line, man. We have to draw a line, because if this is allowed, then we just live in a country where all corruption and bribery is legal. Not just the fucking campaign contributions, because he's not a politician. But this is like so in your face and so disgusting. If we can't get somebody on this, it's like, why do we even fucking have laws?